Hi everyone, Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation. With the United States of the world, we're an emerging nation. We've been around about 4.5 years, putting in solid foundations because we will be here for many generations, not just a few weeks, months or years. We're now in a position where we are expanding our economy. That will improve the liquidity and value of our currency and benefit all our citizens. And anybody can become a citizen. You just come along and register, prove you're a real person. That's all there is to it. There's no fee, there's no obligation. You can get involved in anything you want and ignore everything that you don't want. Okay. We do have a non-separatist ideology within our community, and that is we see everybody simply as a human being, regardless of their gender, colour, class, creed, financial status, educational level, or anything else. We recognise that we're all part of one big family of humanity and that each individual human being is unique and so has something unique to offer our community and is therefore of equal value to every other member of our community. So it's a really nice level playing field where everybody is appreciated. We have a little affirmation in a moment that helps with that, after a little prayer that helps us find true happiness in life, and that's what everybody seeks. And it's not the short-term pleasure you get from paying off your bills or going to a party or traveling the world, whatever it may be that you want to do. It's an inner calm, an inner joy that is always with you, regardless of what's going on in the world around you. And it's that ever new joy, that bliss within that everybody seeks, and you can't buy it. The people with lots of money still struggling to find something, they don't know what, and they don't know how to get it. And it is that inner bliss that is always with you. And as I say, you can't buy that. You can only get it through loving service to others. And the great thing about being of loving service to others is the more you go about that as your way of life, the more you'll find everything that you want and need will start flowing to you. You won't have to start chasing after money, trying to make time to do things, because it'll all start working for you. So that's what our little prayer is about. And that's what our affirmation's about. And we'll have those just before we get started in a moment. But first, let me welcome you, whether you're watching the recording or whether you're watching live. A lot of people watch the recordings. 7 p.m. London time isn't great for everybody. It's 2 o'clock in the morning or something in the Philippines, for example, you know. All our updates are recorded. You can go back and find them all in Facebook, YouTube, and more recently, last couple of years, in Twitch. So who have we got in now on the live? We've got Ramachandra in from Watford in England. We've got Andrew in from Auckland, New Zealand. Opposite parts of the world. You can't get further apart than Watford and Auckland, I don't think. We've got Mary in from Chicago, which is about halfway in between the two, in Chicago, yeah. And Don in from Vancouver Island, in Canada, similarly about halfway between the two. We got Lewis in from Lisbon in Portugal, Eric from Quebec in Canada, Peter from Kettering in England, and what's happened now? I've lost the chat. I pressed the button by mistake and it's gone. How do I get it back? Okay, I've got it. Don't panic. We've got this all in one channel with no name again. Don't know who it is, but I think it's from Nigeria. We've got John in from Puebla in Mexico, Tony from Sheffield in England, and Werner from South Africa. Okay, let's get going with our little prayer. If you've got any questions, pop them in the comments box. And after our little prayer and affirmation, I'll bring you up to date with what we've been up to today and answer any questions that are there. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, bless each member that they find the joy of service, and through service, attract true happiness and everything they want and need into their lives. Amen. And a little affirmation. We're so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind and soul of thy world. Okay. We got Bozina in from Edinburgh in Scotland as well, Carl from New Zealand, Tony, still not able to log into ShareHope. I'll get onto that in a second, Tony. Well, you are logged in if you're getting that as well, but I'll get onto it in a second. We've got Norman in from Doncaster and Maureen in from London in England. Yeah, so let's handle the ShareHope situation. We've spent all day on it, basically, trying to find out what the problem is, and we have found the problem, but only recently, within the last 3/4 of an hour, something like that. Now, all we've got to do is fix it, and that shouldn't take as long. We're working on the fix now, so it should all be resolved within the next day. Hopefully a lot less, but there we go. If you are getting a blank page, it's usually because you're using a browser like Edge, but some people are getting it in other browsers, Chrome and Firefox, but Firefox seems to be the best. It's the one that seems to normally provide you with your back office. Now, if you're getting that blank page that was described by Tony there, saying you just get the header and the page and the text add box, you are actually logged in, but it's not bringing up the information. So if you try it in Firefox, is my advice. It may work, it may not. But we are working on it. We do know what the problem is, and we're working on getting the coding sorted out and everything else, so that it should be sorted out relatively soon. But it is getting late in the day for our developers. So it may be tomorrow morning or sometime tomorrow before it's all done. Tony says he's tried Firefox and no luck. Yeah, it's really weird the way it's working as well, or not working. I've got no problem. I can get it. I can log in any browser, and there's only Edge that is giving me that blank page. I can log into anybody's account, so it's not linked to your account or anybody's specific account. It is something to do with the code and the browser that you're using, your local setup. It might be some settings in browsers are affecting it more than others. I don't know, security or whatever. I don't know. I'm not technical enough to solve that. But we do know what the error is, and we are in the process of fixing it. Maureen, there you go. Maureen says she logs in with Edge OK. And if I log into Edge, I get a blank page, and that is the one that's most often reported as bringing up the error. But Maureen's logging in OK in Edge. So there you go. It's all to do with local browser settings and our code, which is affected by those browser settings or vice versa. So it's all in the process now of being resolved. We have got the error, we've got the error logs eventually, and so it is being sorted out. There should be nothing else going wrong, but I'm not sure that the cron job in the 777 plan is running either. So I put in a query to Devyani to check that as well. And the reason I say that is I know we've got funds in the bank for assisted entries, but if I give you the numbers, we only have an increase of 4 in our 777 plan to 25,145. And if the cron job is running, it should be a lot more than 4. So I don't think that's working either. But I've only just, as I've gone to pick out the numbers, decided that something's wrong there. So we're only just going to check on that right now. We have been having a bit of issue with cron jobs. So we will be getting it sorted, but I think that there is an error there. I think those 4 are probably for manual insertions, people that are doing what they should be doing and putting people in to those positions. But I don't know. Okay. Right, what else? We've got a net increase of 16 in our registered members to 50,072. We have an increase of 17 in our active members to 3,365. An increase of 1 in our paid ShareHope members to 528. So some people are getting logged in to register and pay and get up there. It is a really odd situation, something that I've not come across before, and seemed to have puzzled the developer, both Rohit and Devyani, both very, very competent, for a long time to actually find out and locate the error, and they're still really not 100% sure why it's affecting some browsers and not others. Anyway, there we go. Multiply Weezer, no change in the membership numbers, but we logged in and we got enough to get us up into the next dollar in the bonus pool to $10,557. So those are the numbers, and that basically is the updates. There is another update which some people will like. If you were in the secondary staking, I have started making the refunds to people that are due refunds there. Still got a lot to do, but we have, let me just have a look. We have paid out $3,383, but it's scratching the surface at the moment. You know, we've got a lot more to go. but I'll be on it again tomorrow as I make time. I did get in touch with 2 or 3 organisations about Gamesite. Not really had anything concrete back yet in the way of an appointment, so I'm looking to get that going as well. Devyani and I had also today a lengthy discussion on the mall and what we want phase 1 to do. Phase 1 really is just going to be getting the basic things in place. Your commissions, for example, how much you earn and how it's all calculated, how much your sponsor earns, bringing in the ShareHope membership of the business club, the ability to use your MUL credits in the 777 plan, all these things, and how it'll all be put together and work together. And the reason we are building our own, because there's some very good ones out there, you know, WooCommerce and Shopify and lots of really good programs, but we want all payments through the available cash wallet in ShareHope tokens. We want to be able to use the MUL credits that you get from the 777 plan. We want to be able to pay the commissions in the way that we want. And these are all things that you can't really do with any of the existing shops, because they're designed for what everybody else wants. And what everybody else wants isn't what we want. We want something different. We want to be unique, as we always are, and to benefit our members more from the MUL than just make sales. Okay, if we only wanted to sell products, then okay, we could easily use something like one of these, you know, WooCommerce or something like that. We do want to sell products, but we don't want to just sell products. We want to sell them in a certain way, benefiting certain people and everything else. And we want to go beyond that. Initially, the first phase will simply be downloadable products, because we can then put all the systems in place and test things, and it's a very easy way to deliver things, and there's not the complication of different shipping costs to different parts of the world and other things like that. We also want to be able to allow you to add your own products as well. You know, if you've written an ebook or you have a software program or whatever else, then initially downloadable products, we want you to be able to add your own. And in effect, you'll have an affiliate team of 40-odd thousand members currently, and it will go more, because if you have something that's a real good deal, then people will want to sell that. They'll get a commission for introducing people, and you'll get your profit from selling the thing. So you'll have a big affiliate team working for you. You may not want a big affiliate team working for you. You may just want something up there because it's an easy way of delivering to somebody that's already said, yeah, I'd like to buy it. And that's fine too. So you'll be able to do that. Not in phase 1, but certainly as we start building, we'll be having auctions, we'll be having tangible products. There is an awful lot to come from our MUL, and it will all benefit our citizens in so many ways. So it's very exciting that we're getting that going. Vishal is now looking at the coding for the Easy Business Builder. I think we'll probably change the name of that. I did think of I think we're going to call it Easy Team Builder. Because that's what you really need if you want to generate income without working too hard. There are a lot of people. Well, let's put it this way. There are two types of guru out there. There are those that have never really made it, and so they try and sell how to do it, even though they've never done it, because there's a lot of people that'll buy those courses, and because they can put them together fairly easily, even though they're no good at doing it. The old thing about if you can't do it, teach it. And that probably most of the gurus, coaches, mentors that are out there are in that class. They really have never made any money out of affiliate marketing. The only money they've made, and if they're making any at all, is from selling courses for affiliate marketing. And then there are the good guys that really have been in the trenches, made lots of money, and have turned to becoming gurus. Why? Because affiliate marketing basically is a job. You don't work, you don't get paid. You want to keep your income coming in, you've got to turn in every day. You've got to keep doing the things. You've got to keep pushing to make sales. No sales, no income. Some people get very good at doing it, but they realize after a while that they're in a job. Okay, it's a much better job than perhaps they had before, where they were making minimum wage or not an awful lot of money. Now they're making lots and lots of money, but they're still working very hard and long hours and have all the stresses and things of dealing with people and making sales, and it is something that is quite stressful if you get into that situation. It's very, as I say, can be very financially rewarding. I've been fortunate that, in all honesty, money doesn't motivate me. So I've never gone out and said, "Oh, I want to make as much as I can." You know, I've had some things that have done okay, made a few $100 here, a few $100 there. I've had some other things that have gone really well. You know, I've had like 20,000 and 30, 40,000 days, but I've never pushed it. You know, if I've had a 20,000 day, I think, oh, well, that's great. I don't need to work for a while now. And, you know, and I'll give it away, charity, people in need, whatever. So I've not got to the point of being stressed out in them. I've seen it in multi-level marketing where people get burnout. And I've been involved in that position to an extent, where you are building teams and nobody else, you know, you've got very few people that build a team in your team. You are lucky if 2% of the people you recruit, it is actually about 2% of the people you recruit that get serious and help make you make serious income. And there's probably around 14% that'll generate you some income for a short while, but then it's gone. And the rest of them, you won't make anything with unless you sold them something initially. So how do you get to the point where you can enjoy life and have an ongoing income? And the gurus that have been in the trenches know. And they say, okay, what I'm going to do is I am going to become a guru instead of an affiliate marketer. I'll probably do affiliate marketing as well because I like it, I enjoy it. But if I don't want to do it, I can take time off from it and I'll still get income coming in because I've got people paying me to use my systems and to use my courses and things like that. And we've got them on membership basis, and I've got my team out there, and they're selling my products. So they sell a product for $100, they make $50, or maybe $70, maybe $80, maybe $90, but I still make 10. And so I've got that passive income coming in from my team. And that is the important word, team. If you don't build a team, whatever you're doing, you're not going to get passive income unless you're very, very fortunate in having a lasting investment plan that pays you sufficiently well. Now, the problem with that is most of them don't last. They seem to be very good, and all of a sudden they're in trouble, and they either get closed down by the SEC, or they run off with your money, or they run into difficulties and collapse, and they don't last. So whilst you may find some and you may be able to make money with them and get into profit with them for a while, it's not long-term lasting income. The only way you get it is through building a team. And that's what most people can't do. And so that's what we are really addressing with what was the Easy Business Builder. We're going to call it the Easy Team Builder, I think, because that's what it is, really. It's going to help people build that team and so get out of the job situation and get into the entrepreneur situation, where everybody in the team becomes an entrepreneur because everybody can build a team. And so the team generates income for the team leader as well as for themselves, and they become their own team leader, generating their own team, and so on. It's what the ideal multi-level marketing plan would look like, but it's what doesn't ever happen. You get somebody that is a team leader at the top that's making decent money, and very few people in a network that can run into thousands of people, tens of thousands of people, are actually making a profit because they can't build a team. So we're going to work on that. We're going to make that our mission and our goal with that program, make it an easy team builder and help everybody build that team and get out of the rat race and not have to have a job, but have a business that works. And yeah, you're going to have to put in a little bit of work initially just to get it going, but with it being recurring income, recurring income is the king. The problem with recurring income is most recurring income plans are things like you get into some multi-level marketing company and you get on an auto ship program for a bottle of elixir of life or whatever it may be, costing you $150 a month or whatever it costs. And it is residual income for 2 to 3 months, because most people drop out between 2 and 3 months. Some drop out quicker, Some last a little bit longer, but the average is about 2 to 3 months, because they get in and they buy it and they say, oh yeah, it's wonderful, and I'm going to tell all my friends about this because I drink this and now I feel great, and I feel stronger and I sleep better and I'm losing weight, and it's everything. It's a magic, and nobody joins and they don't sell any, and they're still telling people how wonderful it is for the second month, and the third month they say, I'm not really sure I should be drinking this stuff. It don't work anyway, and nobody's buying it, and they're out. And that is the reality for most people. But if you can build a team, it changes, because if you build a team and they're building a team and everybody is generating some income, getting into a profit situation for doing a little bit of work initially to just get it all started. If everybody's in profit, people aren't going to drop out, and they're going to find it's growing all the time. And that is the power of what we're putting together. It's not, the pay plan isn't anything different than many others. The cost is less than most plans would ever dream of being, but that just makes it easy for people to get involved. But the power of it is we can get everybody building a team. And so eventually we've found a way to make a matrix actually work. And even though it's residual only once every year, it's residual income. So once everybody's in and done their, if everybody just gets their initial 12 people, and even if they take a year to get 12 people, and everybody is doing the same, then every year those commissions are recurring and growing. And if you want to grow it beyond the level of that, okay, you can continue to do it. You can continue to put people in, and if you fill one matrix, you can start another. We're not going to limit your earnings. But if you just build that initial framework using the tools that we give you, that'll make it easy for you. It makes it duplicatable, simple, low cost. And the team is what gets you out of the job situation. It gets you out of relying on risky investment. It gets you out of all that. It gets you into a simple, proven business strategy, but it makes you one of the few, in most instances, in most businesses that require you to build that team, to build that matrix, over 90% are going to fail. But if we can give you the path and the tools to make it really, really simple to get that, just one person a month for $10 a year, and to get them to duplicate what you're doing to do it, just clicking a few buttons every day, then we've got something really, really, really special. And so we're going to change the name. Anyway, Vishal has started exploring the code there. It's not his code, so I've given him time to go through it and look at it. And then I have an appointment with him tomorrow. We're going to be discussing some of the finer points in there. And that's where we're going with that. Have we got any more questions now? Let's have a look. Where are we? I can't remember who we said. I know we'd seen Maureen from London. Had we seen Nankyep from Nigeria, Kingsley from Manchester, England, Gudanamo from Kenya? I don't think we had. Gudanamo says, which refund is that staking? Yeah, the stable stakes have already been done, processed. We're now on the secondary staking. Richard from Devon in England, Peter from the Cameroon, Eric, how much per referral will we earn in the Easy Team Builder? You earn a minimum of 50 cents as a referral fee, a commission on the direct sale, no matter where they land in your matrix. If they land on any of your first 3 levels, you make an extra 50 cents. And if they land on your 4th or 5th level, you make an extra 75 cents. And that can be doubled by the Power of One bonus. I'm not able to log into ShareHub even with Chrome. No, some people can't. We are in the process of fixing it, Peter. Have you tried clearing your browser cache and rebooting your computer? It does work for some people. I can't guarantee it'll work for you. Eric says, I want to start building a team and trying to understand the way it'll work. It'll work because it's duplicatable. Duplication is the thing that everybody strives for, but there hasn't ever been a real duplicatable system until we have our Easy Team Builder. It is a little bit unique in that it is something so simple that everybody can do without conflict, without the stress of talking to people, getting rejected, all this sort of thing, because people don't like it. You know, salesmen get paid a lot because rejection, it's like water off a duck's back to them. You know, they don't mind getting rejected. They don't take it personally. They just say, okay, didn't make that sale, let's go on to the next. But the average person, every time somebody says no to them, they go, oh, what's wrong with me? You know, I'm really, and they get down and down and down, and they get worse and worse. And it makes it harder for them. And that's why salesmen get paid so much, because they can handle rejection. And it doesn't affect them. They just move on to the next. And if you've ever been in anything, they'll tell you, just go on to the next. And it's easy to say. But there's only a certain type of person that can do it. Most people don't like getting rejected. They take it personally. So there you go. So we're going to take that away from you. How many people are required per matrix in the ETB? I don't know. You by the end of a couple of years, you'll have tens of thousands. Okay. Tony says, just an idea, but how about giving people the chance of $9.75 a year or $1 a month, for example? Keep the plan the same and encourage the annual because it saves them on the monthly. If you get people in for $1 a month, they'll come in, not even click the button, and drop out. And you've gained nothing at all. What we do have, though, Tony, is we do have a coupon where they can come in and test it for a month free if they don't want to just come in and make the big commitment of $9.75. You can give them a coupon and they can have a month free, after which time they'll have to pay their $9.75. the extra income from monthly, there's no extra income, you know. You're talking a few cents, and hardly anybody would go for it. No, we're sticking with £9.75 coupons if you choose to use them. I think this plan could be an awesome plan that would help a lot of people. It is an awesome plan. It will help a lot of people. It'll help grow the We Share Abundance community. People will get involved in the other programs that we have as well through it. As will the Fun Miracles site, as will the mall. People buy something from the mall, they've got to register to get what it is they've bought. They've got to register in We Share Abundance to make their payment, in the same way that you have to register with eBay or Amazon or whatever else. So people using the mall, they have to register in We Share Abundance. People playing the games on our Fun Miracle site, they have to register with We Share Abundance. People registered, people that are in We Share Abundance, are then exposed to everything else we have. Will they all get involved in everything we have? No. But once they're in We Share Abundance, there's a better chance of them getting involved in everything we have. And I believe a lot of them will do. So they are additional things. And they're building your team in We Share Abundance. And all the different plans potentially that we have. We've got Charles in from Nigeria. Okay. I've done the numbers. I've told you where we are. As I say, the biggest issue we've had today is locating that situation. It only started yesterday. And we tested different code, the different levels of the codes that we run, PHP systems. There's PHP 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we're on 8.1. Like everything sort of continuously upgrades, and we've been checking to see if there was an upgrade that could have affected things, and we couldn't find anything. Eventually we have tracked down something. As I say, now it's a simpler case of fixing it. It's simpler. It might not be too quick, but it is simpler because we know what we're looking at and what we're doing and what we've got to correct. When we started out this morning, we couldn't understand anything at all about why it was going wrong. So, and it doesn't go wrong for everybody. It still works perfectly for me in every situation except in Edge. But there again, we've got Maureen here who said, she uses Edge and it's no problem for her. It's just a weird situation, but we will get it fixed. We're working on it right now. Just let me see. We've got a message here, I think. Just a minute. Oh, no, we haven't. It's from something else. Okay. Right. If there are no questions, I don't have more information for you. But just bear it in mind that the team is your solution. I know there's a little what do they call them? Can't think of the word. Anachronism, is it? Something like that. TEAM, together everyone achieves more. And it's very true. If everybody pulls their weight, but you get people into a team and they don't have the drive to do the things that are necessary in most business situations. To click a few buttons and get paid for it anyway, regardless of the results, is going to make it really, really easy for people. And the results will then start to come in. And I feel pretty sure we're on a big winner with it. Okay, so that's it from me, folks. I'll be here same time, same place tomorrow, 7 p.m. London time, YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. But don't wait for the Easy Team Builder. Thanks, Eric, ETB. Get out there, start doing it now. Start getting people into We Share Abundance. Tell them what we are, that we're a growing community filled with love, and we're here to help everybody achieve true happiness in life. Get out of the rat race, not have to struggle. That's what we're about. And if that's what they're looking for, and nearly everybody's looking for that, they can join free. Okay? So get out there, share some love, share some abundance, go the extra mile, be of loving service. And I'll see you later, alligator, in a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator, always wear a smile. See you later.